Look, let me tell you something right now. When it comes to places like Monroe, Louisiana as a whole, right? Like porn star guys like Don Siggiato, Fella Run It All, Dottie Backwoods. Like, and yes, the names are funny, people. The names are funny. But in all seriousness, in places like Monroe, Louisiana, and Louisiana as a whole, porn star guys like Fella Run It All, Don Siggiato, and Dottie Backwoods, they would not be given the time of the day because, for one, like majority of these young women that's in their 20s and 30s out there, especially the ones that look melanated and look Caucasian, they wouldn't give porn star guys like Don Siggiato, Fella Run It All, and Dottie Backwoods the time of the day because the women in Monroe, Louisiana, in all cities in Louisiana are just closed-minded. You know, they think that sexual activity is very taboo. Like for example, like you will see women in Monroe, Louisiana wear booty shorts and flip-flop slippers with furry slippers with fur. Oh my gosh. You will literally see females in Monroe, Louisiana, whether they look melanated, look Caucasian, look Middle Eastern, look like any ethnicity, they will wear booty shorts and wear furry flip-flops and furry sandals and then try to act all nun-like and try to act like some, like, you know, innocent versions of holy water and act like sex is taboo. And act like, oh, like it's very taboo to be dating and mating. But they be doing this, but they be wilding out. Those women, those young women in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, just be wilding out. You know, being like some sex whores behind the scenes. So it's like, when it comes to like guys like Don Siggiato, Fella Run It All, and Dottie Backwoods on Twitter, Pornhub, and OnlyFans, like for example, and people like Smoke Po Boy. Yeah, people like Smoke Po Boy. That's a real name. That's a real name of a porn star. Like guys like Smoke Po Boy, Fella Run It All, Dottie Backwoods, and Don Siggiato from Pennsylvania. And then we got another guy named Monster High Key. And his hashtag on Twitter is called @It'sHighKey, known as Monster High Key. The porn star guys I name, if they were to come to places like Louisiana, especially Monroe, Louisiana, they're not going to get no Southern hospitality from these young women in their 20s and 30s. They're not going to get no play, no sex, no nothing. They just gonna get the closed off standoffish treatment. Like, in all seriousness, it's freaking sad, yo. It's freaking sad because, like, you want to know how I know? Like, I never made no sexual content with any women in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana. I never done it before. Like, I already know I would have a better chance of making sex content with women in their 20s and 30s that's out in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Nevada. I would have way better chances in those places than some lame ass Monroe, Louisiana, where it's fucking where the women in their 20s and 30s are so tore up. They don't have no emotional maturity, like seriousness, and they don't have no emotional maturity. Like, it's freaking sad, man. Like, if I was to mention how, like, if I mentioned to, like, women in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, that, like, I yearn to date and mate, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. They're gonna look at me like it's a fucking taboo topic, a taboo thing to seek and want. Like, what kind? Like, you would think these women are fucking bots or fucking zombies. Like, because only a woman that's like a zombie, a bot, a fallen angel would think that, you know, wanting to date and mate and have sex is taboo. Like, because most of these women in Monroe, Louisiana, they are fallen angels. They are not humans, man. Because like human women, they don't think that sex and they don't think that wanting to date and mate, having sex is taboo. Only these women that are fallen angels think sex is taboo. Because no wonder why. Because like these young women in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, regardless of what ethnicity they look like, they're not real humans. They are fallen angels. No wonder why, you know, guys that think outside the box, guys that are open-minded, they will have a hard time out there in Monroe, Louisiana. Because you never saw no sex content creators in Louisiana, period. You never even seen it in Monroe, Louisiana. And like people that's deep on the internet, on Twitter, people that's deep on the internet, on Twitter and all that, and OnlyFans, you're not gonna find no woman. You're not gonna find no woman who is a Twitter, OnlyFans, Pornhub sex star in Monroe, Louisiana, because it's such a boring, dull ass place. It like, I mean, they got so many churches there. I'm pretty sure like Monroe, Louisiana got the most churches out of the whole globe on planet Earth. I'm pretty sure though. But if not, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's crazy. Like these women, these young women that's in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, they have the audacity to wear booty shorts and slippers with fur on it, and knowing damn well they be getting down sexually, but then they want to try to act like sex is taboo, and they be judging dudes and shit, man. Like the most judgmental females you will ever meet is in Monroe, Louisiana, like for real. No wonder why you don't see no guys that are porn stars ever think to go to Monroe, Louisiana. The reason why you don't see no guys think about going to Monroe, Louisiana to like meet women is because the women there are so judgmental. They think sex is taboo. Like all of them women that's in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, they all think that sex is taboo. They all think that, oh, it's taboo. Like why would you want to make sex content? Like they're so boring as fuck, man. But then yet you always hear stories about how so many women in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, they have been sexually ran through by a bunch of demonic bad boys. But then yet those same women that say sex is taboo in Monroe, Louisiana, be the same women that be wearing booty shorts and furry slippers and be going over to a bunch of fallen angel, devil's children, bad boys houses and getting their pussy slayed and even getting anally penetrated by these bad boys. And then yet they want to be in the public and say sex is taboo. These young women in their 30s and 20s in Monroe, Louisiana, they are so they're very hypocritical. Like these women that's in New York and Pennsylvania, like I respect them because like they're very open and honest about how they are. Unlike the women in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana, they try to act like sex is taboo and they try to act like virgins. Where the women in Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, California, New Mexico, women in those places outside of Louisiana, they don't even think to pretend to act like sex is taboo. They say sex is beautiful. They're open-minded. I can guarantee you this. A guy like me will be able to date a woman and make sex content with a woman in Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey. And just the first day of me meeting her, while in Louisiana, that would never happen in Monroe, Louisiana. Because women in Monroe, Louisiana are so fucking judgmental. There's no such thing as Southern hospitality in Louisiana. Because if that was the damn case, like every guy, every good-hearted dude, they would be telling stories about how they dated and mated with a woman in Monroe, Louisiana in the first day of meeting her.